our next thing in creature-based games.
This week to a reception. While at its core it is very similar to the idle Digivice toys of the past, it has also invoked the wrath of the base due to its monetization, gacha systems, and ads that run, and why do we have to have these? But also there's a lot of fans that are enjoying it for what it is. Yes, it's idle, but there are gameplay segments you can play, like the Digital World Search, or some dungeon. And they it could be good. It's a bit of a thing that people are going to wait and find out. On the Apple App Store, and a pretty solid 4.0 on the Google Play Store. Apps indicating that more people are actually playing the game for longer, starting to enjoy more things about the game than the initial presentation. Then, of course, these suspicions, this is all thoughts and paid reviews. However, I saw a really insightful comment on Reddit. I know that is possible. Just kidding. From Not Jack Nicholson, who said, I can actually speak to this. Android and iOS usually update scores every 24 to 48 hours. It's most noticeable right when a game launches, since you can see a flood of new users at once. So it looks like a bunch at once, but in reality, new reviews just don't show up immediately. They're updated daily-ish. This is someone that works at a publisher for mobile games, and apparently this is very normal. This is something that happens quite often, and also that apparently it's not common practice for mobile publishers unless they are Google or Apple first party to delete reviews. I will say though, if you watch my coverage, this is pretty much what you should have expected. Like I say, it's heavily evoking Digivice toys with the raising one partner through to Mega, starting again and getting another one. And let's not forget, original VPN toys and Digivice toys were basically like this. I was thinking about this while I was playing up, and it's like, besides all of the monetization ever, you also with the VPN toys go idle for a while until something happens like a battle, or you choose to feed. But you know, modern VPNs have options like pausing and things like that, and the more recent Digivice toys also have a lot more engagement. But yeah, the reaction to this has not been anywhere near like the reaction to Digimon Story Time Stranger. However, I do want to say something in that regard. I've seen a lot of people saying, oh, we got Digimon Story Time Stranger and now this. How terrible in comparison. It's like, this isn't a console game, this isn't a PC game, this is a mobile game with a tiny department working on it. This is not the next great follow-up to Digimon Story Time Stranger. It's just something else in the multimedia empire. In my previous video, I made the comparison between Pokemon X and Y and Pokemon Shuffle, and while Pokemon Shuffle has more gameplay, I guess we could say that, although there is a matching minigame, it's minigames. I'll get to the news section in a little bit. We'll talk more about things that might make the game more of it. More of a game. If you really want to talk quickly about an element that I think is misunderstood about me, make this section personal real quick. I've seen some sentiment that my coverage of Digimon prior to the game coming out was me completely sponsored by Bandai. I want to make something incredibly clear here. If I ever am sponsored by Bandai for anything, maybe Digimon, video will have a very clear disclosure of paid content. I would legally have to. I do legally have to and do every day. Yes, I have been treated amazingly by Bandai. They give me free stuff, they come and hang in my chats, they flew me out to LA to play Times New World. But when I make a Digimon video, if I don't say Bandai gave me this or this is sponsored by Bandai, it's my legitimate opinion. I'm not running PR. Bandai doesn't email me and say, hey, be nice about Digimon Up this week. That's just not how it works. I mean, I wish that was how it works. It'd be pretty cool. Now, obviously, I'm going to naturally be inclined to want to continue my relationship with Bandai Namco because I think it's really cool to get early access audience or just be paid potentially by a franchise that means so much to me. But if I truly don't like stuff, I always make my opinion known. I talked about stuff I didn't like about Digimon before release, and obviously this video is going to have criticism, and I've criticized plenty of Digimon products over the years. If I can be perfectly candid, my relationship with Bandai Namco is like a relationship with a neighbor that you get on very well with. You don't tend to bother each other unless you need a cup of sugar, or you're thinking about inviting them to a barbecue. It's more rare, less regular, unless something big is happening. So even if I do make a sponsored video because I think it is worth it, and because it's Digimon, I've always maintained if I got sponsored by Digimon, I would take it because it's the franchise that I make videos on. I would expect a Kingdom Hearts YouTuber to make a sponsored video from Kingdom Hearts 2. Videos that aren't sponsored, like again, naturally I'm a little bit predisposed to positivity. Patreon subscribe. There are good things,
Nice
there are bad
one.
things. Anyway, and to the people I've seen saying they would be okay with it if I did ever get sponsored by something like Digimon Up, appreciate it. I remain in a real duality on this game. I think the sprite work is beautiful, and listen, I scroll TikTok, man. I've already got a brain rot mindset, so I actually get a decent amount of enjoyment out of this game. It's actually perfect for my job, a YouTuber. I know it's such a hard job, etc. And there are legitimately things to do, menus to click through, gameplay to have, like I say, the digital world search, dungeons and things like that. I legitimately really